So we back with another video today. I got y'all boys with the best center build in NBA 2K23. Now I know the new season is dropping very soon, so that's why I wanted to say this video to drop for y'all right here. Now, this video will have two builds. One is a 6'8", one is a 6'9". And yes, these are both center big man builds. These builds are extremely different, but extremely good at the same time. If you guys do want more of these best of the best build videos, all I need y'all boys to do is like the video, subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, so for the first build, so the second one is a little bit off the wall. It's literally just me throwing paint on the wall and finding something that's really crazy, but a lot of y'all would not be like, that's a valid center build. So I'm gonna say that for last. So for people that don't watch the whole video, they're not gonna get that. But the first one, this is a good build as well, and this is what I would probably say is the best one in the game. So you can make a lot of center builds this year though. You can make them all the way to 7'3" and still be good. You can make them a lot, but for my play style, for if I'm playing big, this is what fit me. Both of the builds though. So we're gonna be at the actual center position on this one. The spoiler alert: the next one is not gonna be at the center position. But yeah, handle number is really up to you. Now, when it comes to the height, we're gonna be 6'9", 230 on the weight, 7'7" wingspan. Now, on this build, you're not gonna have that ball handle. You're not gonna have that speed with ball. This is a center build. You're gonna be able to shoot. You're gonna be able to dunk. You're gonna have to stand and dunk. You're gonna have a close shot. You wanna lower this to be able to get this even higher. You can do that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just getting extra badges. So I don't wanna do that on mine. Now, one thing I'll say for what I'm looking at, honestly, I would think you want a little bit more speed, but you can't lower your acceleration to get that. So it's gonna be really tough to do that, because I do want that 86 strength. I do want that 90 vertical. It's just a fact. So me personally, I'm not changing nothing that I see on the screen. So let's go over it bottom to top. Usually we go top to bottom, but for centers, I feel like the bottom is a lot more important than a lot of the stuff that's in the middle all the way to the top. So we're gonna have a 90 vertical. 90 vertical is very OP because what does it help you on your rebounding and your blocking? So it's pretty simple. 93 block with a 90 vertical, gonna be crazy. 93 defensive rebound with a 90 vertical, gonna be crazy. 80 offensive rebound with a 90 block or a 90 vertical, gonna be crazy. Even your dunking stat supposedly is really impacted by the vertical. Now I think really stuff like standing dunk is what's really mainly impacted, but apparently your driving dunk does impact by the vertical this year. It's not like how it was last year where it was just to help you get animations. Apparently it actually does help you. So if that's the case, you even have a 90 vertical for your dunking. Now, more on the physicals. You have an 86 strength. That's going to allow you to have badges like brick wall gold. If you just had the 90 interior defense with the brick wall, it was only going to be a silver brick wall. Even that. Well, yeah, it's at a 90 interior, and you only need an 89. So yeah, you've been fine with that. But when it comes to stuff like speed, I would kind of want that to be a little bit higher, like I said, but it is what it is. 74, we'll be fine with that. A lot of my builds don't even have 74, and they're guards. 66 acceleration, that's going to be pretty, I mean, it's not really that important for big, so not really nothing to say there. 90 stamina, you don't really want to have anything lower than that. Now, rebounding wise, you're going to have a 93 rebound just to be able to have gold rebound chaser. If you want that, if you don't care about having gold, if you're not getting Hall of Fame, it's not that big of a difference between silver and Hall of Fame. Just go all means, go 85. Then you can be able to lower stuff somewhere else. That's just what I did. 80 rebound just to be able to have the ability to get off rebounds. 93 block so that you can have gold anchor, but you also are getting Hall of Fame chase down artists with that badge. You also are getting badges like gold pogo stick as well. Now, you're going to be getting gold pogo stick regardless of the rebounder. You would get that as well off your offensive rebound. So say for instance you want to lower this, you still would have that 93 defensive rebound, so you're still going to have gold pogo stick. So I just want to say that. Still, this is one of the only builds in the game that you will see with this high of anchor, brick wall, pogo stick, rebound chaser, and interceptor. You get all of those gold while still getting gold challenger. Now, this is a big man build that you just won't see because a lot of the big man builds that you see don't get clamps. This is a big man build that gets clamps. So if you want to be able to play a lot of different game modes with this build, you definitely can. The only thing is it's not a build where you can actually put the ball on the floor and expect to not get ripped. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple. Now, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the builds in this game, you can just catch and go. Even with this build, you probably could still catch and go. It's just you would get ripped a lot more than if you did have ball handle. That's all I would say. But yeah, we covered that as well on this build, so stay tuned. But yeah, 90 interior defense, you don't really need a 90 interior defense, but since we are going for a center build, 90 interior defense with the 6'9" is just important. Now, you are going to be able to have the ability to have pogo stick, so if you feel like you need to jump, by all means put pogo stick on. But I've done perfectly fine with a 78 interior defense on my 6'9" with a 7'6" wingspan. You will do perfectly fine with the ability to now have anchor, which affects shot contest, affects how easy to get blocks, and you will have a 90 interior defense with a much higher brick wall. So I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Just have a wide button or triangle discipline. It's that simple. Now, playmaking wise, another thing that I wish I could have had a lot higher, actually. I wish I could have my pass accuracy a lot higher, but 70 will be able to get it done. I won't lie. It will get it done, but I wish I did have it higher. I won't cap. But yeah, you do get break start as a tier 1. A lot of the big man builds, when you go higher in height, you actually have to get break start as a tier 2 or even a tier 3. We get it as a tier 1, so we're able to have badges like break starter, need a threader, and a lot lower tiers than a lot of the other big man as well. So even though we don't have the craziest pass accuracy, we still have the badge that you really care about and not the highest tier. Even badges like post playmaker are really low tier as well, that are really good badges for big men. Now, when it comes to the free throw, that's not really mattering too much, but we do have an 80 3-pointer just so we can get to that 80 threshold, but there's nothing of real importance for real that you get at an 80 3-pointer. We just want to have that at the threshold. Honestly, you really want to have like an 83 3-pointer, but it's not of the utmost importance on this build because of the fact that we don't have the ability to really shoot off the dribble and stuff like that. So that's not really important. Really what's important for this build is badges like catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist. Whenever corner specialist decides to work, which we will be going over that in a video very soon. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Now, when it comes to the finishing, you have driving dunk, standing dunk, driving layup, and close shot. Now, close shot at a 76 is going to allow you to now have fearless finisher, masher, and fast switch to silver. You have a silver bullet because you have an 82 plus strength. Then when it comes to the dunk, you have an 86 driving dunk. That's going to allow you to have silver posterizer, silver slithery, and gold limitless takeoff while still only having a 67 layup. But again, this is not a build you're trying to do layups on unless it's a close shot. And if you do layups, you do have a decent fearless finisher and still going to have acrobat regardless, which is very broken in this game. If you do double clutches on this game, I'm not putting y'all on sauce to that. I'm not even going to say that. But yeah, you do have a standing dunk of an 80 so that you do have silver riser. But I'm going to be honest. You don't really need rise up in this game. If long as you have a 65 plus standing dunk, I kid you not. Even if it's not a 65, you will do a large amount of standing dunks. As soon as I got my standing dunk to a 72 though, I don't ever not do a standing dunk and I don't ever miss it. It's literally the most auto thing in the game and I don't run rise up. Because on my 6'9", rise up is a tier 3 badge. On this one, it's a tier 3 badge as well, so I'm gonna be honest. The badge you're probably gonna put on for this build is post rise up. But if you do want to go rise up, by all means go rise up. You know what I'm saying? Because you are gonna core this, but if you core post rise, you can now put on badges like area wizard, fearless finisher, I don't know, back down punisher, whatever you feel or seem fit. Now we do have a 45 post control. Why did we go 45 post control? There are just badges that are very important to have based off that post control, and just even to get it bronze is a big deal. And we wanted to be able to at least have vice grip at the bronze category, because if you don't have that on, just the ability to like rip you every single time you get a rebound, just the ability to just rip you every single time you do this, that, and the third is just crazy. Now, say for instance you wanted to lower this, you lower the ball handle, it now goes to a 85 driving dunk, so you need that. You lower the speed of ball, I guess you could have lowered the speed ball. I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I thought if you lowered the speed ball, it would mess up something. So maybe you want to throw this here. Maybe you get an extra badge somewhere. Maybe you want to take all this down. Take all this down and put it all to ball handle, because you have to have ball handle up regardless. So I'm pretty sure if you go 26 and then go right here, you can now have a 54. But again, you're still only going to have the ability to have the 50 ball handle for vice grip, but you still won't be able to have the 65 you need for unpluckable. That's really what we want to be able to have, bronze unpluckable and bronze vice grip. But look at it again. You only get 7 playmaking badges regardless. So you're gonna be coring needle threader. You're gonna be wanting to run break starter. So I'm gonna be honest, the ability to get vice grip is gonna be a must after you do all that anyway. So you're gonna have to do what you can with your badges regardless. So the possibility of getting unpluggable is really not even in the question for you. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, what I would do is I would go 70. If you feel like you need the extra badge, maybe you go up to be able to get 7. You know what I'm saying? Which you have to do it like that. But honestly, putting this up is just, in my opinion, is just better. So maybe you can do it like this. Maybe you can take a hit somewhere. If you take a hit somewhere, you see my driving dunk is lowered. So you probably got to lower this back down. It's probably better to make it like 26 post control and then go up right here. But yeah, you're going to have to lower this though. I don't know why that's doing that. I got to lower this back, put this back up. We're going to keep lowering this. Put this to 86, and that's pretty much how it was supposed to be. I don't know what badge we came in here with. Hopefully I didn't mess it up, but yeah, you kind of get the gist. That's pretty much going to be build number 1. Takeovers wise, you get paint intimidation and limitless range, and you get glass in your takeover, and you get lockdown takeover for the options that you do get. So you really do get really good options for a big man. A lot of the big men don't get lockdown takeover. A lot of big men don't even get sharp. You get lockdown, sharp, rim, and glass unit. Now, in my opinion, the best one option is the slasher, because slasher, if you don't know, is the only takeover in the game that gets you plus 10 or plus 8 to all your physicals. So yeah, that's the thing, and that's the takeovers we're gonna end up going with. Build comes out as shades of Marcus Camby, use of Nurkic, and Bam freaking Adebayo. That's Logan, you know what I'm saying? He plays for the Heat, so you know I'm messing with that. But yeah, that's build number 1. That's just build 1. Let's hop into the other one. And I'm gonna be honest, the other build for a center or a big man build, I'm gonna be honest, you gotta bear with me. You gotta let me explain everything and break it down why I believe you could argue it being better than that build. If you guys want more videos like this, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, be the first to all the videos, share the video to anybody you think would help. Without further ado though, man, it's your boy Fitz. And man.
I came in violent. I get painted and hot in my pocket. Got a bad bitch outside, she tryna drive people. Got an F in my mouth.
Alright, so this is the next build. So off the rip. Throwing y'all off the rip with a fastball. Best center build, it's already at small for position. I know a lot of people don't like that off the rip. Somebody clicking off right now because of that. I'm gonna be honest. These are just template builds. Template builds for me. You can change anything that you want. So if you feel like you're not making no center build at small for position, by all means make this same build the center position. Hand and number is really up to you every single time, but I go with the same thing every single time. I don't know why I was on 35, maybe for KD. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, we go for every single time. Now height, 6'8". We're gonna be 6'8", minimum weight center, so we don't have strength, and 7'6" wingspan. Now, honestly, I want to be able to have strength on all my big man build. I'm not gonna lie. It's just sometimes you just gotta take that hit. Now, if you wanted to lower this speed off the rip, you definitely could, but that's just what it ended up being. You want to max it out like that, do it like that, just to have as much strength as possible. You can definitely do this. Now, let's look at everything top to the bottom. Actually, no. We're going to do the same thing, bottom to the top. So, again, we do have that 90 stamina. We have a 67 strength with an 82 acceleration and a 70 speed. Now, let's look at all the things that's very important. Now, this build, I went for a completely different direction making this build in comparison to the last one. The last one, I went heavy on the rebound, heavy on the block, heavy on the interior defense, and heavy on no playmaking besides pass accuracy. This one, I maxed out both speed with ball handle, and acceleration, and I don't have a strength. I don't have vertical. So that's kind of throwing you for a loop. Now, honestly, I would want to have a lot more vertical. I would want to have a lot more strength. But rebounding, I'm perfectly fine with an 85 rebound. I'm perfectly fine with an 88 block, and I'm perfectly fine with an interior defense. Those things I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not really going to be going for too many offensive rebounds because, again, I'm going to be doing all my damage spotting up. If I'm shooting, if I get the ball, I'm catching and going. If I'm not wide open, I'm catching and going. If I'm wide open, I'm pulling that every single time. But there's not going to be a center I go against with this build that's going to be able to ever really guard me. Point blank period. I can get contact dunks on this build. I can get the quick drops on this build. I can get limitless takeoff on this build. There's not going to be a center that can point blank ever be able to guard me. That's a fact. It's a fact. Now, if you feel like you don't need this much strength, you can definitely lower this. I just put this up to 85, and if you put it to 85, you get 60 strength. Now, say for instance you wanted to be able to have that speed. That's why I was at 73 speed. Now, again, you still don't have the strength, but you also don't have as much vertical. But 85 rebound is going to allow me to have the silver rebound chase. That's really all I feel like I need. I want an 88 block to be able to have Hall of Fame chase. Now, this has nothing to do with anchor. I don't feel like you even really need anchor. Anchor does help you get more consistent shot contests. But like I said, on my 6'9", no anchor build, I have a 78 interior defense, and I play fantastic defense. It's all about positioning and hands up, just having the ability to understand when to jump and when not to jump, which is pretty much on this game. You don't really ever have to jump, just depending on your positioning. But yeah, we have a 95 steal, which allows me to now have gold glove, which is very broken, gold intercepting, which is really good, and we are able to have gold clamps, which is really good. So yeah, the build is able to have a lot. And you also do have gold challenger. I don't want to leave that out. Now, interior defense wise, we do have an 85. Speed ball, we have an 80. So we're going to be able to have a lot of dribble styles in the future, but it's going to be really tough for any center I ever go against guard. Now, it's going to be, you can say it's going to be tough for me to guard other centers, but it's going to be really tough for them to also guard me. I want you to understand that. They're going to have to guard me as well. Now, ball handle, that's going to be an 89. You're going to be able to have a Hall of Fame quick first step on a center build. This is made to be a center build. 70 pass accuracy. I wish I could have that a little bit higher, but again, it's not. I'm going to be able to still have break starter silver. I'm going to still be able to have needle threader, post playmaker, all that silver. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to be really more of a dribbling center. Now, three-pointer, we're going to be able to have agent threes. This build can dribble, so the ability to shoot is going to be a plus. Now, if you feel like you don't really get nothing at 84 but a badge, and it's not even like 2 badges. And if you go like that, you still get the badge. So I feel like if you feel like you need something extra, you can go here. Maybe you want to go here and then put up even more vertical. It's not going to let you. So I would still go like that. And you'll still be perfectly fine. You're still going to get the same amount of badges. You're still going to get the same, like, Hall of Fame gold and silver badges. So that's not going to really matter too much regardless, unless you was able to get to an actual 85. So 83 is not that much off from 84, and that's what I have on my 6'9". You'll be perfectly fine with that. Now, another thing that you could really try to go for, since you don't really get the craziest amount of vertical, instead of going for an 84, you can now go for an 85. Say, for instance, you want to go even higher, you can lower that even more, but I would just put this here at that point. It's not really doing anything for it. Now, finishing wise, you would probably have to finagle it. Not even probably. You would definitely have to finagle it. But I wanted my free throw to be high because I play 5v5. I was going to play 5v5 with this. Now, if you don't play 5v5 with it, it's not going to matter. So you can lower this a lot more than what I did. So we're going to go right there. And now you can probably be able to get even more finishing badges. So say, for instance, you want to go right there. You can't do that. You have to have an 89 ball handle. That's why we had that like that. So we're going to have that like this. If you go like that, it's going to just mess up stuff. So it's going to be tough. You're going to have to probably lower things here and there to be able to have everything that you want on this build. I'm going to just say that before we go any further. You're going to probably have to do a lot to be able to finagle and have everything that you want on this build. But for where I have it right now, it's perfect for me. Now, eventually, I will be getting, I already got +5. I will be getting more and more badges. So since I'll probably, not even probably, I'll 100% be putting all 5 of my badges to finishing to be able to have, you know what I'm saying, the bronze posterizer. Then when I hit 39 on the next season, I'll have 16 and more. It's just going to get better and better as the season keep going. So yeah, I want y'all to understand that we're going to be able to have more and more finishing with this build. Now, say for instance, if I can loophole it, you know what I'm saying, loophole it and be able to have, say for instance, I put on bronze limitless takeoff. I still haven't figured this out. If I put on bronze limitless takeoff and I just want to have it on into this court to gold, if I can do that, I would do that as well. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. So like I said, there's holes here and there, but there's holes on every build. You got to understand it. There's holes on every build. But as a center build, for me, what I'm going to be doing with it, I got to be able to create for myself a lot of times because of the people I play with. But you can change it however you want. Now, Takeovers, I end up going with extreme clamps and sharp take. You can go with a lot of different things on it. That's what I ended up doing. And the build comes out as this is a very, very personal build. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it, but that's why I showed y'all two. So if you guys really want a center build, just make the first one. But the second one is really for me, and it comes out as a two-way 3-point shot creator. And if you get a two-way 3-point shot creator, you know you made you some crazy stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be my build for NBA 2K23 center position. So yeah, that's gonna be the build.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!